Look at that cheesy goodness. Let's make some calabacitas. I went up the street to my local farm to get all the produce to make this. There's many different ways to make it. This is the way I make it. I saute the onion and the jalapeno and some avocado oil till the onion is translucent. Add in your tomatoes, cook those through. Then add in your calabacitas, all your favorite seasonings. Cover that until the calabacitas are nice and cooked. Then add in your favorite cheeses. Mine are Chihuahua and pepper jack. Cover that till it's nice and ooey gooey. I like to serve it up with some warm tortillas from a la madre. They're low carb. Eat it however you like. Just enjoy it. Qué rico.
Are you lazy and tired of fitting your kids' Lunchables? Set your oven to 400 degrees and grab some chicken breast. Spray a pan down, and then you're going to chop these in half and lay them out on the pan. Then you're going to take this pesto that I got from good old Walmart and have your 3-year-old do the work for you and smear it on all the chicken breast. Then we're going to slice up this tomato and lay the slices across all of the chicken. Just like that. Bam! Then we're going to take this shredded mozzarella. You're going to use the entire bag. So is it really healthy? I'm not sure. Then you're going to cook that for 40 minutes. Bam! And then when you open it, the oven, it looks like that. And you eat it, and it's really, really good. So try this recipe out. Serve it with some broccoli. Let me know what you think.
This is going to be some of the most stunning, beautiful, cheesy garlic bread you've ever laid your eyes on. Got 3 bulbs of garlic. Cut the tops off. Get them onto some tin foil. Add salt, pepper, a little bit of oil. Wrap them up and get them into the oven for 1 hour. Into a bowl, I've added some softened butter. Just going to squeeze out these garlic cloves. Might seem like a lot of garlic, but it's really mellow after it's come out of the oven. Finally chop fresh parsley, parmesan cheese, black pepper. Mix it well. That's your garlic butter done. I've got a baguette. Cut it in half down the middle, then in half lengthways. Get them onto a baking dish. Smother them in your garlic butter. Add a little bit of mozzarella on top of each one. I'm going to get this into the oven for 10 minutes. Should come out looking something like this. Absolutely gorgeous. Cut it up in some nice slices. Garnish some fresh chives. Just look at that. Bon appetit.
Chicken pot pie. In less than 20 minutes.
This is a really easy recipe for a chicken and rice oven bake that I cook using a can of soup and a packet of chicken noodle soup. So that creates the sauce for this bake. So I start with adding 1 cup of rice into the bottom of a baking dish. I do rinse the rice so then it doesn't become gluggy as it cooks. I add 1 cut onion, I cut it really fine, and also 2 cups of spinach. So just spread that around, and then in a little mixing jug, pop in the chicken noodle soup. I added in a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg and also a 1/4 teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning. And also about a half a cup of water just to mix the chicken noodle soup together to blend all of those seasonings. So to that, I then add a cup of soup. So I used Campbell's Country Ladle. I think it was a chicken and sweet corn variety, but you could use any sort of chicken and corn soup that you like. And this just adds a really nice consistency to the bake. I popped in 4 thigh fillets of chicken. So I cut them up just in a sort of chunky style, and 4 mushrooms, and I blend that all together. I find that the thigh works a lot better for the oven baked dishes as they don't dry out. And they stay nice and moist and have lots of flavour from the base of that sauce that I've made. I do put my dishes onto a oven tray just in case it spills over. It's a lot easier to keep your oven clean. So I cook it all up about 45 minutes, and I do bring it out at 15 minutes intervals to give it a stir. So just to make sure that the rice isn't sticking to the bottom and that the rice on top doesn't just stay really crunchy and uncooked. So this is the second stir. It's really easy to prepare. It only takes about 10 minutes. So 10 minutes to prepare, you can pre-prepare it also during the day, and 45 minutes to cook. So it's really quick and easy. Serve it up and it's delicious winter dinner.
Because boneless, skinless chicken breast doesn't have to be boring, let's make mushroom chicken. Start by sauteing the mushrooms, salting them, and covering them and letting them cook down. Add some white wine. I know it looks like water, but it's actually white wine. Cook the mushrooms down some more and then set them aside. Add some butter to the pan and place the chicken breasts in that have been floured and pounded out. Let them cook on each side, add some salt and pepper, and then add some more of that white wine. Throw the mushrooms back in along with some parsley and let all the flavors combine, and then plate. Add some juice on top. See, I told you boneless, skinless chicken breast doesn't have to be boring. Que bueno!
Always season your chicken. Lots of mushrooms. Cover for 5 minutes. Chicken stock. Thick cream. Parmesan cheese and chicken goes back in. And done. So creamy.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a remake of Easy College Meals Part 1. Today we're going to be starting with 4 cups of rice. Obviously we gotta wash it with the colander. People seem to be amazed the first time I used it, but it is the easiest way to wash the rice. Once the water coming out of the bottom is nice and clean, we're going to dump that whole fucking thing right into the Instant Pot and add 1 cup of water per cup of rice you use, so in this case I'm using 4. I don't know what you guys have against salt, but salt is definitely going into my rice. I looked online and it said to cook it this really weird way. I just like to press the fucking rice button. I mean, it's right there. So here we're going to chop up half of an onion and 2 pieces of chicken breast. I'm making a lot of food, you know, meal prepping and shit, so gotta have plenty of chicken prepared for that. Gonna go over to the stove and ignite that. Put it on medium, obviously. Now we're gonna dump a little bit of canola oil in there to meet with the onions, you know. Last time I cooked onions, everyone said I burnt them, so this time I'm just gonna make them raw, I guess. You're gonna want to delicately play with your onions, and then just dump the chicken on top of it once you think she's good to go. Like I said, I'm using a lot of chicken, so it's probably gonna take a while to cook. Up next, we got the teriyaki sauce going in. And I just want to remind everyone watching this video that whenever any guy in college says he cooks his own food, this is what he means. Just chicken and rice. That's it. Always. Forever. If he tells you he can cook something else, he's lying. Now we got the soy sauce going on top. And all my spices here. We got garlic powder, paprika, onion powder, black pepper, salt, and chili powder. I like to put in extra chili powder because I like it a little bit spicy. But I just dump that right on top of the chicken right after I put it in, before I even mix it. And then we mix it around once all the spices are in. Now, here comes the hardest part of the meal, cooking the corn and the broccoli. Make sure it's nice and in place in there, and then set your microwave for whatever it says in the back of the bag you're using. Take it out. It's really fucking hot, so please be careful. And then we're going to throw the broccoli in. Same shit. I think broccoli for me goes in for a minute longer than the corn did. But again, just read the bag and you'll figure it out, I promise. Now we're just going to mix the chicken around a little bit. I'm trying to do a much better job of this meal than I did my first one because everybody was just roasting me in the comments. So hopefully you guys like the way I did this a little bit better. Once that broccoli's done, we're going to take it out. This is also really fucking hot, so again, be careful. You're going to burn yourself. Open up the vent on the rice, take that off, and watch the steam. Now we're going to start making the bowls. I just do whatever I want for each of the ingredients I just made. You know, plenty of rice, plenty of chicken, plenty of corn, and plenty of broccoli. This bowl that I'm making right here is what I'm eating today. I also got some Tupperware on deck to hold all the extra food. So we got the meal prep for 3 days in advance. Don't have to worry about cooking or anything, so that means no TikToks. Fuck you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.
Easy meal prep. 500 cal of 40g protein.
This week we're going back to one of my favorite meal preps, Anabolic Hamburger Helper, using the Bonza mac and cheese for added protein. Make sure not to overcook this, it only takes about 5 minutes until tender. And instead of ground beef, we're using ground turkey because I'm on a cut. And no broccoli this week, we're switching it up for sweet peas. And now you have 5 servings of Hamburger Helper to get you through the work week. 500 calories, 40 grams of protein. Guys, for real, stop sleeping on my meal preps.
Cook as directed. Melt. Add.
Give me all your numbers so I can phone you. Hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh shit. Post me a pic, finna make me a profit. When the liquor hit, then the bitch get toxic.
Pink pasta is what I made for dinner tonight. My husband does not like Alfredo sauce, so I'm hoping that he will not detect it in this recipe. Start with a couple of large chicken breasts, season them up really nice. These are what I use. Go back and pause it if you want to see. About 8 ounces of penne pasta, your red sauce. Make sure he's not looking, and I pour my Alfredo sauce. I used about a half a jar of water on top of it just to make sure everything stayed moist and didn't burn. Pressure cook it for 15 minutes and do a quick release when it's done. Stir it up, pull out the chicken, shred it, and there you go. It was really good, and I think he liked it just fine because here he is coming back with his second plate of it.
Easy cheesy chicken enchiladas.
Even though he was only 17. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with the Bella Singer. It tears me apart whenever I hear him cry. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with the Bella Singer. And if he doesn't love me, I think I'll probably die. You can
Day 1 of my Italian dinner series, today we're making chicken romano. Combine panko breadcrumbs, romano cheese, salt, pepper, garlic powder, oregano, lemon zest, and fresh basil and parsley. Mix until combined. Season chicken cutlets with salt and pepper. Coat in flour, egg, and then the breadcrumbs. Fry until golden brown. Drain on a wire rack. Top with mozzarella and provolone cheese. Bake, enjoy.
I ain't tripping on you. I want you to live it up. Want you to be a G nigga, please put that thick in me. Do it right in me. Do it like it's my B-day. Do it like it's my B-day, baby. Do it like it's my B-day.
You have to try this Colombian shredded beef. In a pot, add water, flank steak, green onion, garlic, onion, salt, and pepper. Cook until the meat is tender enough to shred. Sauté onion, garlic, and green onion. Add diced tomatoes with the seeds removed. Add sazon goya, cumin, salt, and pepper. Simmer until the tomatoes break down. Add in the meat and some of the cooking broth. Simmer until the meat is tender and enjoy.